I am Noel Dago. I graduated the PhD in applied biotechnology at the University of Verona in Italy. And during my PhD thesis, I collaborated with the Functional Genomic Center of the University of Verona. And my topics was about the assessment of custom microarray design performance, then by using the RNA-seq tool as reference. It is noteworthy to underline that during this PhD experience in the laboratory of Professor Massimo Deledone, my PhD supervisor, I developed a strong background in bioinformatics and in biostatistics. I hold a master's degree in research and innovation in health science at the Department of Medicine at the University of Salerno in Italy, focusing on genomic and bioinformatic analysis. In this department, I covered also the role of postdoctor. Then I was postdoctorate in the laboratory of molecular medicine and genomic of the Department of Medicine in Salerno University. I work with the research team of Professor Alessandro Valles, giving my bioinformatician contribution. Then in this laboratory, I work I work assessing the estrogen receptor beta involvement on alternative splicing pattern in early stimulated breast cancer cell line. This work has been published in BMC Genomics in 2015. Since December 2012, I'm assistant professor at the Department of Biochemistry and Genetics in the Faculty of Biology in the University of Korogo in Côte d'Ivoire. And in that faculty, I covered the role of responsible of scientific council. During the last 3 years, I established several collaborations with different laboratories in Italy. Briefly, I collaborate and am collaborating with Professor Raffaele Badolato head of the pediatric department of the University Hospital in Brescia, in Italy, working on genetics variants in assessing or in characterizing inflammatory bowel disease pediatric patients. This collaboration is done with the support of the Institute of Molecular Medicine, Angelo Nocivelli, and from Brescia Hospital University. I also collaborate with, in the same university, with Professor Stefano Calza at the Department of Molecular and Translational Medicine. Then I introduce the biostatistics and bioinformatics team. Working in collaboration with several groups at the Molecular Medicine Institute in Brescia Hospital. My contribution to this Congress is about the project that I participated with the team of Professor Badolato. In this collaboration, we first of all investigate on the genetics variant involvement in characterizing an EBD pediatric patient. With EBD, I mean inflammatory bowel disease patients. Then, to summarize, the first analysis or the first approach in this project is that I check to assess genetic variants in a Crohn's disease pattern in a pediatric inflammatory bowel disease patient by a clinical exome survey. It is the case to say that this first result, the result of this investigation have been submitted in a paper for publication. Then we conclude this first part of our analysis by submitting a paper to Frontier Genetics. Briefly, in this first approach, then genetic variant assessing Crohn's disease pattern in a pediatric EBD patient by a clinical exome analysis, we show clearly two typology of variants describing the phenotype, the EBD phenotype of our process EBD pediatric patient. Before detailing the results, it's important to let you know what we mean by inflammatory bowel disease. Of note, inflammatory bowel disease are complex multifactorial disorder that comprise Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis. Recent discovery have put much attention to the genetic predisposition of patients with EBD. Then, in this first approach, we evaluate the interaction between genetic susceptibility to EBD and Crohn's disease occurrence in our EBD pediatric patient population. Obviously, by performing clinical exome survey. We use SOPHIA DDM version 3.4 platform to process or to perform our bioinformatics analysis. Then read alignment, read quality control, and variant calling analysis and genetic variant calling analysis. All these steps have been performed by SOPHIA DDM version 3 package. Reads have been aligned on HG19 human genome. In the other world, HG19 human genome have been used as a reference genome for our analysis. The result of this investigation by performing normality and Bartlett variance homogeneity test have supported random distribution of analyzed genetics variants from our EBD patients. Performing p-value clustering analysis by processing 157 pathogenic genetics variants. This analysis confirms patient heterogeneity and suggests two pathways that may influence EBD development. Specifically, genetics risk associate variant with autoimmune in one part and in metabolic disorder in another part as influencing EBD phenotype. The same analysis confirm random distribution of well-known or well-noted Crohn's disease risk factor variant and or pathogenic variant in processes EBD patients. I mean, in conclusion to this first investigation, our study revealed specific genetic variants linked to Crohn's disease susceptibility, that is autoimmune and or innate immunodeficiencies variants, and variants linked to metabolic defects as favoring factor of EBD. This analysis suggests the valuable role of next generation sequencing NGS approach in EBD molecular diagnostic procedure. Then after showing this evidence of these two pathway influencing EBD phenotype, we embarked in assessing or in the assessment of genetics variability in the same inflammatory bowel disease patient population by clinical exome survey. I mean, briefly, in this approach, we use just 4 patients, and we also change a platform, moving on the free one, then on Galaxy platform. During this investigation on 4 patients, note that in these 4 patients, 1 have a Crohn's disease, there are all EBD, but only 1 have a Crohn phenotype. And performing this analysis with more or less the same parameters that we use on our first approach, talking about bioinformatics parameter, then by processing genetics risk factor and or pathogenic factor covered by at least 20 reads sequence, allowing obtain sequence on HG19 human genome. But in this case, we use BOTI2 platform for reads alignment. We perform variant feature calling analysis by using Galaxy package. And we perform analysis, genomic analysis, in terms that we selected and quantified a genomic function due to exonic and intronic mutation in HEBD patients. We process multivariate statistical analysis from a package to that quantitative data. And our analysis show don't support any difference than any genetics difference between processes EBD patients. At this point, we introduce another parameter in filtering genetics variants then I mean entronic and exonic genetic variant from our 4 analyzed EBD patients. The parameters that we introduce is a fit con parameter from Galaxy package or Galaxy platform if you want. FitCon parameter give a probability that a given mutation significantly impact the phenotype. And when we introduce this parameter by selecting our genetics variant, by processing our EBD patient, we were able to show a relative difference between entronic and exonic genetics variant in explaining our process population genetics variability. I mean, this analysis attributed genetics variability on analyzed population, then on analyzed EBD pediatric population, to mutation on entronic region. We perform successively the pairwise test, then the Fisher exact test, aiming to establish the relationship between our 4 processes patients. Interestingly, results show that patient 2 was relatively different to the other 3. Of note, patient 2 have been identified with Crohn phenotype as opposed to the other 3. Then this analysis confirms a difference in phenotype between our EBD patients than in our EBD pediatric population. Then this relative difference shown by this analysis allows us to conclude that a good integration between NGS and biostatistic analysis can strongly contribute in a genetics diversity analysis. Our analysis then suggests the integration between biostatistic and NGS as a valid support in characterizing genetics diversity in an EBD population. Then to conclude my presentation, I would like to thank all my collaborators, beginning with Professor Badolato, allowing me to present the present data to this conference. Also, thank you to Professor Calza Stefano for starting collaboration. Thanks to the Dean of my faculty, then of the Faculty of Biology at the University Peleforo Coulibaly in Korogo, in Côte d'Ivoire. Thank to all my colleagues. Thank to all my students. And thank you for your attention.